The collapse of Chase and Imperial banks shook the Kenyan banking scene, leading to panic withdrawals. Months before they went belly up, the two lenders had floated corporate bonds worth 10 billion shillings for Imperial Bank and 2 billion shillings for Chase Bank. The biggest losers were pension managers, who cumulatively snapped up close to 8% of the two bonds. Today, pension fund managers are still waiting for a word from the Kenya Deposit Insurance Corporation and the Central Bank of Kenya on whether they shall ever be compensated over their losses.
Actually, look at the statistics. Up to that time, there were many companies that were coming with corporate bonds, but thereafter, very few. And to be very honest with you, I think the bond market will die. Yes, it will, unless I don't know who needs to do something, whether it's central bank or CMA, unless they do something.
Mauritius-based bank SBM completed the acquisition of Chase Bank, giving creditors some hopes of recovering their funds. Zamara Kenya Executive Director James Olubai says there is a policy lapse within the Kenyan financial system, with the law silent on how to compensate fund managers.
I feel we need to strengthen the level of regulation. So I believe the regulation is there. It's the enforcement of that regulation that probably needs to be strengthened. The level of consultation, the level of due diligence that is undertaken will definitely need to be increased.
Currently, they are classified as ordinary depositors who are subject to a maximum of 100,000 shilling compensation. The collapse of the two banking firms have led to a major drop in issuance of corporate bonds, leaving the government to dominate the market through treasury papers.
For us to wait for SBM to acquire what they have acquired, and that transaction is pretty much done, and then the rest of the process of asset recovery for the funds that were mismanaged out of the bank. Once those assets are found and they are traced back, then we hope that anyone who had money in the bank via whatever asset would then be refunded what is due to them.
In the last 2.5 years, only one corporate bond has been issued. Efforts by fund managers to sue CBK, SBM Bank and KDIC to recover their investments have borne no fruits. O'Brien Kimen for Business, News Hour.